Hello, welcome to this new video tutorial of WooCommerce product size chart. And in today's video tutorial, I'll be showing you the workflow of this particular size chart feature at the web store front end within the WooCommerce web store itself. Apart from that, we'll also be showing you how the admin would be able to set up the size charts from the admin backend and how he can enable the different widgets that contain all of the created size charts for the customer's reference. So here you can see on the right hand side we have the all size charts being listed along with the product size chart, as you can see, with two different size charts. So before we proceed further, let me give a small gist about the plugin itself. So basically the WooCommerce web store owners can now let their customers find out the right product size for them. The admin can create a size chart for his products which are customizable, and the size charts can then be assigned to the products for the admin. And this is the product size chart basically, and it definitely assists the customers who can make use of the same as a reference to identify the particular size of the required products that they are going to purchase within your WooCommerce web store. So all in all, it is basically for checking your size for the product that you're going to purchase. So now here you can see that we're on the Patient Ninja product page, and here we have a size with different sizes being displayed. Now how can I check which size would be feasible for me? Maybe I use a medium, but now I don't know what it is. So if I choose a medium, then here you can see that we have two different buttons. One is the women and the men. So if I tap here on the women, you can see a chart coming up with the size chart for women label and how to measure section. So you can see that we have the size chart description, and this can be added by the admin from the backend panel. That allows the customers to check how they can measure their different options there. So here we have created a size basically size chart with the size, the chest, the length and sleeve length as well. And on the left hand side under the row that's for the size, the column under size, you can see these different sizes: small, medium, large and XL. And according to that we can check the different columns as well that display the length in inches, like for the chest, then the length and the sleeve. So that's how a customer can access the size chart for a particular product from the product page, and how he can check how to measure the same before selecting the product size. Now the men can also tap here, and the same goes for the men's as well. And depending upon the type of size chart that the admin has created, that would be reflected here on the front end. So that was how the customers can access the feature of the WooCommerce product size feature to get a know-how of what's the exact size that they need to purchase for a particular product. Apart from that, the customers can also see the size charts, all of the size charts within this particular widget here that we have set up. And if I open any of them, we'll be able to see the size charts for the respective products. So if I tap here on the album size chart, you can see that we have album description and the other details. So here you can see that we can choose it as for language and the quantity per language, and here you can see that we have English, Spanish, Hindi and the quantity for each of the respective albums. Similarly, if I tap here on the phone specifications, you can see name and description and the rest of the details as well. Apart from that, you can see the specification description as well within the pop-up itself. Now let's go to the admin backend panel and let's see how the admin would be able to set this particular WooCommerce product size chart feature for his web store. So for that, I'll just take you to the admin backend panel now. Also, the size chart works for the guest users as well as the customers of your web store. So here I'm at the web store backend right now for the WooCommerce, and I've entered my username password. Let me tap on the login button now. So before making use of this particular product size chart at the website front end, the admin just needs to make some global settings and different options there. So after you have successfully installed this particular plugin, and thereafter you will be able to see the product size chart menu option within your dashboard in the admin backend panel. So here we have three different sections. One is the all size charts, add new, and the global settings. So we'll go through each of them one by one. So let me open all size charts first, then we'll choose the add new, and lastly we'll go through the initial configuration settings for the global thing there. Now right now we are on the product size chart, and below that we have the all size chart. So basically each of the size charts that the admin has created would be listed here, and the admin can make bulk actions like edit and move to trash to all of them. Apart from that, he can basically filter out the product size charts using all dates as well. And from this section as well, the admin can add a new product size chart by tapping here on the add new button. Otherwise, he can go to the add new section here on the left hand side, the sub menu option under the product size chart. So here we can see all of them. So for example, if we are going to edit one of the size charts, so for that I just tap here on the quick edit. Give me a second for that. Let's edit that by tapping here on the edit button for the album size chart, and that brings up this album size chart. And whatever you type here at the top and the description that you type here would be visible. I'll just show you where it actually is visible. So at the front end, when the customer taps here on the woman, he can see the size chart and how to measure option. So basically we have the title and the description that is here. So basically that can be gathered or added by the admin from this particular section while we're editing or adding a new size chart. So here we have the album size chart, then we have the description, then we have the size chart table, wherein you can set up the label for the size chart. For example, it's showing that album description, and from here you can basically create different rows and columns for your size chart. So here you can add by tapping here on the add button. So multiple would be created. You can delete them by tapping the delete. Then we have the size chart configuration, so you can choose to enable the global settings for all of the products. Otherwise you can leave that unchecked. Then we have add product. So from here you can add products by just tapping here and then choosing your product, and that product would get added to the and this particular size chart that you're creating would be assigned to that particular product as well. So while you're creating a new product, at that time also you can add the multiple products that would be having the same size chart. Then we have the size chart data label. So here you can set the data tab label that will be visible. Then we have the show size chart on shop page, whether you want to set it on shop page or not. That if you choose this as a yes, then the size chart would be shown in the shop and the product pages only when size chart view is pop-up. Then we can set up the size chart view, whether you want to have it as a pop-up, an additional tab, or both. Then you can also set up the button label for the size chart, then the button color, the button text color. You can also set up the button border radius as per your own requirement, and you can set the size chart table border color and the rest of these details for the table itself. And thereafter you just need to tap here on the update button to update it. Now let's come to the add new section. It's the same, and here you can set up the title and the description for the size chart that you're creating. You can set up different info here that would allow the customers to understand how they can measure the dimensions for the product that they're going to purchase, and then he can choose the different sizes that you've provided. Then under the size chart table, you can just tap here to add new ones. So like that, you can add and delete. Then you can start typing in, for example, language, and similarly then you can set up the different values for that as well. So this is basically a demonstration. You can create your rows and columns according to the specifications for your product. Then we have the same setting, that's the size chart configuration that we have already talked about, and then you just need to publish it, and this particular size chart would be available at the web store front end. And kindly note, before publishing, we just need to choose the products. So for that, what you need to do is you need to first save this one, and thereafter you can find the same option for selecting the product. So let me show you that. Let me go to the add size chart section once again, and let me tap here on the edit button, and this brings up the product size chart section wherein we'll be able to edit it. So after we have created and edit, so here you can see that we have the add products option here. So you can choose the products that you want to assign to this particular size chart. And let's go to the add new section once again, and after entering the details, as you can see here, you can basically add the products to this new size chart that you're going to create. And from here you can tap and choose the products that you want to add to this particular size chart, and the size chart then would be applicable to these products that you have chosen here. Now let's go to the global settings. That's the last settings for this particular plugin, and under the global settings you can see that we can enable the size chart or the store itself. We can set up the size chart data label. So we have set it as how to measure, and this is basically visible here within the pop-up tab, as you can see, how to measure. So let's go back to the global, and you can set up the size chart on shop page. Yes, you can set the size chart view as pop-up, additional tab. As you can see here, we have an additional tab here. We can choose it as a pop-up as well. And similarly, we have the button position where you want to set it before the add to cart or after the add to cart. You can set up the size chart button label, the button color, the text for the same. You can set up the border, a button border radius. You can set up the size chart table border color and the rest of the colors there. And thereafter, you just need to tap on this save changes button, and you're done configuring your product size chart for the WooCommerce platform itself. So that was much about the WooCommerce product size chart plugin, and I hope it helped you out. And if you still have any questions, queries, or suggestions or customization requirements, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool.ubdesk.com. Thanks for watching this video, and have a great day ahead.